Hello guys and welcome back. What are we doing here is to make a reaction here. What Mr. Ibrahim Romas says here. Kailang i-correct niya muna yung kanyang wording dito. Reklamo dapat yan. But anyway, we will go to set aside here. At sa point na ito, sagutin natin ang kanyang claims dito. Let's go.
Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Ngayon, karamihan sa aking page, sabi niya, gamit kayo sa Quran, gamit kayo sa hadith ninyo. Ang Quran ang ipaliwanag ninyo. Alam mo ba nga bakit? Ha? Noong unang panahon, pag maglagay akong galing sa Quran, galing sa hadith, ang anong i-atake nila? Ang Quran, kopya, Quran may mga bastos, Quran may mga contradiction, ang hadith ganito, ang Prophet Muhammad ninyo ay ganito, ganyan, atake lahat.
You know what, Mr. Romas? Kung bakit may mga ganyan silang criticism? Simple answer, most of Muslim apologists use the Bible to make some sort of funny, contradictory, so-called claims to prove that Islam is true. Kaya nga, kaya nga ang mga non-Muslims pinipresenta yung mga problema sa inyong holy book, especially yun nga, Quran, Hadith, para makita yung double standards na inyo pong ginagawa. Pangalawa, kung ang Islam talaga ang tunay na worldview o religion, so to speak, mag-present kumbaga ng evidence, actual evidence na nagpapatunay na totoo yan. Especially yung mga kwento-kwento sa Quran about dun sa mga prophets na galing actually originally from the Bible. Kaya nga, you know what? I remember that time when I have a debate with a Muslim friend kasi both of us want to prove if the Bible or the Quran is the reliable source. And I showed the problems in the Quran as well. Yang kaso, instead of dealing with the main issue concerning to their holy book, what they did is that they are just attacking the Bible repeatedly. Kaso, when they want to prove, like for example, that Jesus is just a mere man, or that Jesus was a Muslim, they will go to the Bible as well. For what? To allegedly prove that Jesus was allegedly a Muslim and other ways. Kung saan, diyan papasok yung tinatawag na double standards. That's why I still went on a certain topic na ayaw sagutin talaga ng aktwal ng mga Muslim friends natin. Like, yung bang Jesus ng Quran ba ay talagang nag-exist? O yung Jesus na yan ng Quran ang talagang nabuhay noong first century? I remember Mr. Wardy that, 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 that instead of proving to us that this Jesus of the Quran is the real Jesus who existed on the first century, what they did, they went to Ebionites and Gnostics. Kaya nga, you know what, Mr. Ibrahim? Huwag ka magtaka kung bakit may mga nagsasabi ng ganyan. Instead instead of making excuses like what you did here in your video, just answer. Explain to us. Why do you think the Quran is allegedly reliable or whatever? Anyway, continue.
Pag pag nilagay ko ang Quran, nilagay ko ang hadith, ang life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ang makuha natin atake laban sa atin.
You know what? Writing or speaking an objection against the said worldview is not even a complaint. Maintindihan ko pa siguro kung trolling yung ginagawa ng kung sino man dyan. Which is, ayoko rin ng mga trolls ba? Kasi sa page natin, may isang tao na atheist wannabe na sige yung atake gumagawa ng mga peking pages. Which is, doon palang agree ako dito kung ganun. Kasi sigurado ko ayaw din yan ng mga trolls. Kaya nga may binablock din naman siya doon. So, I agree on him in this situation. However, dapat nag-make siya ng distinction dito. Iba yung nagtotroll, iba yung nagbibigay ng mga legit na objections. Anyway,
Ngayon, iniba kong strategy. Ha? Iniba ko ngayong strategy ngayon na pinapalabas ko ang kabalbalan, ang kabastusan sa Biblia nila, may mga pornographic stories, mga fourth adult stories, pinalabas ko, mga contradictions na nandyan sa Biblia, ha? Ay ngayon sabi nila naman ay ipalabas niyo Quran. Ang ituturo ninyo ay Quran.
ironically yung sinasabi niya pornographic daw na statement sa Biblia. Where did you put that one? Where did you keep that one? Ezekiel? Na isinulat, isinulat to describe what Israel did against God. Inilalarawan yun sa pamamagitan ng isang talinghaga about Ohola and Oholiba. Is that what you're saying, mister? Please let me know. Also, if you're talking about so-called contradictions, first, dapat ang i-define mo. Ano yung contradiction? Oh, inamin niya, nag-iba siya ng estratehiya. Estratehiya actually ito ng mga atheists, kumbaga. Without realizing na sa kanyang ginagawang ganito, una, dinidiscredit niya ang to ng kanyang holy book na ang Biblia ay inspired, preserved at authoritative na salita ng Diyos. Pangalawa, he never explained what does it mean by the word contradiction. Yung problema, hindi po naman niya ipinapaliwanag o nire-reconcile yung mga kontrahan sa kaniyang holy book, the Quran. Hindi niya ipinapaliwanag kung ano talaga yung meaning ng mga passages like fight those who do not believe in Allah according to Surah chapter 9 verse 29. Hmm, sounds fishy.
Ang ituturo ninyo ay tungkol sa Islam. Bakit? Bistado sila eh.
Wrong. But I mean, whoever said that na ang Quran ang ituro nyo, may free will tayo eh. Hayaan natin sila. Let them be exposed. Kumbaga. Kasi sigurado ko may sasagot at sasagot pa rin dyan sa mga claims ito. Whether we like it or not. Diyan din natin mapapansin kung tama ba ang itinuturo ng mga taong ito. Kumbaga. Especially to those who are truth seekers.
Ha? So ano yung ang sinasabi, the best defense is offense. The best defense is to attack.
Do you mean to attack? Polemic sa atang tinutukoy nito ah. Kaso ang problema, habang sinasaliksik po natin mismo yung nilalaman ng mga passages ng Bible na sinasabi nila na may problema raw or whatever, as we answered this and we asked them about the problems in their own holy book, they are not really answering it. Meron nga akong isang kapatid na Kristiyano na nagtanong din sa kanya ukol sa ano daw, pareho ba yung kirat at ano yung isa? Basta may term yung Arabic yun about doon sa recitation ng Quran, kung pareho ba. I don't know kung nasagot niya. Also, I remember na mayroong sumagot sa isa sa mga claim niya. Legit na claim ha, legit na claim. Parang nag-respond lang siya, pero blinak niya. Di bali sana kung troll yun, pero hindi. Kasi nabasa ko yung comment eh. However, pakinggan pa natin siya.
Oh? So ngayon, sabi lang ngayon, gamitin niyo ang Quran, gamitin ninyo ang inyong hadith.
You know why they are saying this? You must have to explain first the problems in your own holy book. Like for example, paanong si Jesus ay anak ni Maria na kapatid ni na Aaron? Ano yung historical basis diyan? At pangalawa, Paano masasabing legit yung sinasabing so-called na first miracle na ginawa raw ni Jesus, namely, yung mga ibon na gawa sa putik ay nabuhay? Ito ba ay paniniwala ng mga first century na mga followers niya? Yan ang dapat ninyong sagutin. Palibhasang ginagawa na lamang, they're avoiding those questions, right? Double standards na ito, Mr. Romas.
Yung Islam, ipaliwanag ninyo. Bakit? Dahil tinitira ko sila sa kanilang mga kontradiksyon eh.
Wrong! You even don't know the Bible as a whole.
Gaya ng sinabi nila ay Trinity, si Diyos Jesu Cristo, nandoon sa Old Testament, nganto I am the Alpha and the Omega, nandoon, sinabi, we will make man in the likeness of our image, likhain natin ang tao ayon sa ating wangis.
Ang tanong, did he really debunk the Trinity? I don't think so. He never will.
I am that I am. Kumukot sila nga, si Jesu Cristo ay doon sa Old Testament, wala pang tao sa mundo, ay nandoon na si Jesu Cristo.
John 1 verse 1 to 3. Colossians 1 verses 15 to 17. Did Mr. Romas debunk it? No. What he does there is to make some sort of what? Miracle of reinterpretation para makonekta sa kanilang paniniwala. Yun po yung totoo. Bakit? Kasi aminin man nila o hindi, ang Jesus ng Quran ay walang historical basis.
Sinakyan ko. Sinabi ko dito ay ayon sa Numbers 31 verse 17
Na sinagot na natin.
18, sinasabi dito na kill all the women, and leave only the virgins. Sinabi ko ito. Ano naman? Wala na silang magagawa defense. Ang sabihin lang nila, huwag mong galawin ang aming Biblia.
Did you ever watch my video where I respond to your claim here? Mr. Ibrahim Romas, please watch this. Andito po sa Christianity Makes Sense na YouTube channel at maging sa Facebook. I even addressed it at all. You want to see this? You can watch this video for your for for the study. Bakit kaya ganun yung ginawa? As if you are acting like an atheist. Come on. Anyway, bigyan ko kayo ng sample ng isa sa mga naging answer natin sa mga claim nito. Teka lang, hanapin muna natin. Asan yung tungkol sa numbers? Kasi marami tayong in-address ng mga claim niya. So that you can see kung paano natin sinagot yung kanyang sinabi. And then by the way, hindi lahat iniiwasan to. Actually, there are Christians like me who answered this. You can watch it. Nasa description box naman yan. Anyway, please listen to this answer, Mr. Romas. Bible, parang sinasabi na mas pinapanigan nila yung mga Canaanites who are guilty in atrocities and other terrible sins like child sacrifice. Wow! Parang ganun magaganap dun. In the end, God is sovereign over all of life and He can Saan ba yung in-address ko dito? Wait a minute, sorry for that. Hanapin ko muna. Old Testament wars, ayan. Kitang-kita naman po yung ating, ano ho. Ito. Ito yata yun. Pero, tingnan nyo kasi yung ganap dito. Una, it must be remembered that it was the Midianites who corrupted God's people by leading them into idolatry at Baal Peor so that 24,000 Israelites died in the plague. Kung basahin natin kasi yung Numbers 25, itong mga Midianitang ito, pinuntahan ang mga Israelita at sila ay anong ginawa? Hinikayat nila na gumawa ng mga kalokohan including idolatry, child sacrifice, at iba pa. So it was necessary to totally eliminate this evil influence from Israel. Yun yung ganap doon. So further, it was not on the authority of Moses that Israel performed this destruction. Ito ay direktang commandment mula sa Panginoon. Verse 2 records God's command to Moses to carry out the Lord's vengeance upon the Midianites. The abominable nature for the influence which the Midianites had upon Israel in leading them into idolatry merited the destructive judgment of God. God dealt severely and decisively with this cancer. Siyempre, kung may sakit yan, kung cancer man yan or whatever, anong gagawin? Di ba, i-eradicate? Aalisin, di ba? Ang kasalanan, ang kasalanan ay masasabing spiritual cancer yan. Na kapag lumala, kailangan itong maagapan. Kailangan ma-exterminate, so to speak. The moral justification for this action is found in the fact that God has the right to give life and take life. Since the wages of sin is death, and the Midianites engaged in a terrible sin, they justly reaped the consequences of God's vengeance. Isa pa, sa ginawang ito ng Diyos, siya ba'y murderer again? Hindi po. Come on, God alone is the one who owns life. Kaya niyang magbigay ng buhay, kaya niya rin itong bawiin. Tapos, sasabihin ng mga skeptic friends natin, ang Diyos daw ay malupit. Kung ang Diyos ay malupit, edi sana wala tayo ngayon. At bukod dito, kung titignan natin kasi, bakit in-spare? Why did Moses tell his men to spare the Midianite virgins for themselves? Okay, para maintindihan po natin. Point 1. Israelites were nearing the end of their time in the wilderness and were about to enter Canaan. Point 2. Balak, king of the Moabites, conspired with the Midianites to launch a hostile campaign against the unsuspecting Hebrews, although Israel posed Moab no threat or danger. Point 3. Balak hired the prophet Balaam to curse Israel. When the curses failed, Balaam suggested a different strategy. Anong strategiya? Sexual deception on a massive scale. At yan yung nangyari. So, Balaam's plan with to entangle the Israelites in idolatry by sending honeypots into the camp. At yan yung naganap dyan sa Numbers 25, 1 to 3. At dahil doon sa ginawang ito, 24,000 people died sa isinagawang paghatol ng Diyos sa kanyang bayan dahil sa kagagawan mismo ng mga tao. And then God then told Moses, treat the Midianites as enemies and kill them. They treated you as enemies when they deceived you in the Peor incident. So now we know why. Yan ang nangyari dyan. Pero wait lang. Di ba kasi naganap na nga I mean, isasagawa na nga yung pananakop sa lugar na yan sa mga Midianites, di ba? Pero syempre, itong mga tao, yung mga sundalo, they spared Midianite women. In so doing, they brought back to camp the very people who had used sex as a weapon against them. Oh my gosh, di ba? So, ang nangyari, ayan, kill all the boys and kill every woman who has slept with a man, but save for yourselves every girl who has never slept with a man. Kaloko rin tong mga taong to eh. Di ba? Ngayon, kumbaga, itong mga babaeng Midianita na hindi guilty, kumbaga, hindi sila nasangkot sa ganoon, sila yung naligtas. Okay? Killing all the Midianite males would have the effect of wiping out the people of Midian. Normally, total annihilation was reserved for the Canaanites. Midian was not in Canaan, but they fell under the curse of Canaan. Bakit? Una, idolatry. Pangalawa, they nag-hire kasi sila ng taong tulad ni Balaam para isumpa ang Israel. Pangatlo, ang mga Midianita rin ang dahilan kung bakit ang mga Israelita ay nagkasala. At panghuli, ang kanilang alliance sa mga Amorites na bayan din na nakatakda sa destruction. Ngayon, nagbigay ng instruction si Moises na itong mga babaeng ito, I guess you already know the point here. You can watch the whole video sa channel na to. You can see it and you will see why in the world that this guy acted like Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, and other atheists. Hmm. Instead of dealing with the main issue concerning to their own holy book, they cannot even defend their own holy book. That's why they are continuing attacking the Bible. But if, for example, they will go to prove that Jesus is not God, they will go also to the Bible. Yan ang tinatawag nating double standards, mga kaibigan. Ay, nako.
Ang inyo na lang ang Quran ang ipaliwanag. Tingnan mo. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Yung mga mamayabang, akala nila hindi ko sila papatulan.
Hmm? Kahit legit yung mga objection sila, binablock mo, kapatid.
Sina-challenge ko ng debate, virtual or face-to-face. Ngayon, anong ginawa nila? Nagtago naman. So, ito nga mga kapatid. Ha?
I am even happy to have a discussion with you live. Anyway,
Mag-research tayo sa Biblia nila, sa katuruan nila. Ha?
and I will allow every single person, including our Christian brothers and sisters, to examine their Bible and compare it to the claims from the Quran. If you want to watch the discussion that I have with a Muslim friend 2 or 3 years ago, you can watch it this coming September 10 kasi naka-premiere. Pwede nyo panoorin yung naging discussion ko doon. And and I will invite Mr. Romas to watch the entire discussion that I have so that he will see that first I'm not a troll, and second we are, I am willing to have a dialogue with them actually. Ang ayoko lang at alam kong ayaw rin niya yung mga trolls. So pareho nating ayaw yung mga ganun na matake lang ng ano pero nakatago lamang sa kung saan, no? So although I partially agree on him here, but then yung kanyang sinasabi dito na so-called reklamo, is when we are presenting um, legit objections against what they believe, hindi po yung pagreklamo, iba po yun. So again, please make distinction.
Ipaliwanag natin ng Islam. Okay? Pagkatapos kung hindi sila makikinig sa atin, aatakihin tayo. Wala tayong ibang magagawa. Ipalabas natin ang kabalbalan ng kanilang doktrina.
But that's what we are also doing right now. You see, Mr. Romas, m- we, we are all aware about the problems in your own worldview. Especially if you want to prove that Jesus is not God, instead of proving it historically based on your holy book, you are going to the Bible as well. To You even go to the Bible to prove that Jesus allegedly never died by crucifixion, without realizing that most of the texts from the Bible that you're using, it only debunks the one and only verse from your own holy book that says Jesus never died. Mr. Romas, you must have to deal with it first. Okay? Huwag ka po sanang gumamit ng double standards naman.
Na hindi makatarungan.
Huwag ka rin sana pong mag-ad hominem.
Imagine, ang anak patayin mo dahil sa kasalanan ng billions of people, mga kasalanan.
What do you mean for that? Are you talking about killing, about murdering, about suicide, or what Jesus said that He came here, yung sinabi niya na, I gave my life and I will take it back again according to John 10. Eh, tungkol sa atonement, strawman naman kaagad ang claim nito eh. Ano ba yan? Mag-research ka rin po sana with open-mindedness.
Tapos patayin mo ang sarili mong anak para maligtas sila. Eh hindi ka Diyos. Ano ka, kanibal.
You see how this guy mocked the God of the Bible here. Mr. Romas, just admit it. You really don't know. You really don't know why Jesus, the divine Son of God, came to this world. I guess you know John 3:16. But if you really open your mind to this, as we explain to you why the God of the Bible is better than the God that you worship, you will realize that this God whom you believe right now will never save you. Only the true God from the Bible can save you. Sa bagay, sabi nga ni Apostle Paul na ang preaching about the cross ay itinuturing na foolishness ayon sa mga hindi mananampalataya. That's why I understand your point of view here. However, kung talagang truth seeker po kayo, i-examine nyo uli kung ano talagang turo ng Biblia without inserting Islamic lens. If you want to compare it, sige, ikumpara mo. And you will see why Christianity only makes sense, not Islam. Anyway, may mga 1 minute na lang yata bago natin matapos yung video na to. So sige, pahintulutan natin siya magsalita.
Or Dracula, kailangan mo ang dugo. Eh kung Diyos talaga ay mawain, eh patawarin lang niya lahat ng tao.
Paano mo may papaliwanag yan kung walang tinatawag na hustisya? Palibhasa kasi limitado ang hustisya ng Diyos ayon sa inyong paniniwala. Wala. Mag-forgive lang, then tapos na. Without dealing with the main issue, ang kasalanan. That's why, if we dig deeper concerning both the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran, lumalabas na yung Diyos ng Quran. Una, bukod sa hindi siya all-loving talaga, siya po ay unjust. Hindi niya, kumbaga, pinapahintulutan lamang. Kumbaga, pag pinatawad ka na, then, tapos na. Walang changes. Ganun lang. Unlike the God of the Quran, the God of the Bible is holy, holy, holy. Kaya yung mga sinasabi ninyo na so-called violence sa Old Testament, actually, it was dealing with what was called perfect justice. Yun talagang nangyayari. Palibhasa, this guy acted like an atheist, like other Muslim apologists. For what? Para patunayan na totoo ang kanilang paniniwala. They're just attacking the Bible without even dealing with their own holy book. Hay nako.
Bakit papatayin mong anak? Ang isang ama nga papatayin ang sariling anak para ang mga kapitbahay niya ay hindi na maging masama. Walang utak.
False analogy. False analogy yan, kaibigan. First, it's true na walang tatay na magsasagawa ng ganun. But don't you ever realize that in the Bible God allowed what happened to Jesus to happen? Unlike your own God, God is love in the Bible. But at the same time, God is holy and just. That's why His only Son became a man. Si Kristo mismo nagpahayag, He came not to be served, but to serve and give His life as a ransom for many. When He prayed in Gethsemane, sinabi niya at the end, Your will be done. Ano yung will ng Ama? Jesus must be the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. But according to your own belief, especially in Hadith, sino daw ang magbabayad sa kasalanan ng mga Muslim? Jews and Christians. Don't you ever realize that even your own religion teaches that? So if I will use your own logic when you are saying this, then you are also accusing God as some sort of a crazy guy. Eh dapat tignan mo po yung argument mo, mister.
Walang utak na ama. Papatayin mo sarili mong anak dahil masama yung mga kapitbahay mo para magbago yung mga kapitbahay mo, kasi masasama sila, mga drug addict, mga drug lord ang mga kapitbahay mo, para maging matuwid sila, patayin mo sarili mong anak na walang kasalanan?
Ganyan po kababaw ang reasoning ng mga to. Sorry for that. This is why for them, the preaching on the cross is foolishness for them without realizing that it is the power of God so that people will be saved. Ang problema kasi, bukod sa strawman na nga yung pag-atake nila sa atonement, they are already accusing God as what this guy did. And yet he claimed that his own religion is true without realizing na bukod sa walang ebidensya na nagpapatunay sa kanyang mga claim, he went on to attack every Christian personally. Diba? Mr. Romas, kung nakikinig ka, ito po yung hamon po namin sa inyo. What is the best explanation in reality? Maybe, siguro, pwede nating pag-usapan yung ganyang topic. What best explains reality? Christianity or Islam? Pwede yan. O kaya naman yung topic na is is Jesus of the Quran really existed? O kaya naman, is the Quran reliable? Actually, yung mga ganyang topic, legit yan eh. O kaya, let's go to the topic like, why the atonement of Jesus makes sense? And why the God of the Quran is unjust? Sana po mag-chat po kayo o kaya mag-comment sa video na to. Para ma para dyan. But anyway, sa kanyang claim diyan, una, strawman yan. Jesus volunteered himself, hindi po siya pinilit ng Diyos Ama. Okay? Pangalawa, sa mga words ni Kristo sa gospel accounts, malinaw yung kanyang pagkakasabi, He came to seek and to save who are lost. He came not to be served, but to serve and give His life as a ransom for many. He can, ano yun? Ano sinasabi niya? He can give His life and ano? He will take it again. John 10, Matthew 20, the rest of the passage. Isa pa, if I will use the argument from the prophecy, yung Isaiah 53, napakalinaw. And I will challenge every single person who are listening to us right now, whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, an atheist, or whoever you are, examine both the Bible and the Quran and you will see which really makes sense. Tapusin natin yung kanyang claim dito para sa conclusion.
Oh, yun ang ginawa nila sa Kristo eh. Pinapapatay si Kristo para magbago raw ang tao. Nagbago ang tao? Nagbago ngayon?
Only if the Holy Spirit will enter in the said person's life. Come on. Ang ang sanctification ng isang Kristiyano ay hindi po instant noodles. Mr. Romas, think about that for a moment, hindi yung nagbabato ka ng mga ganyang mga pahayag. Ano yung expect mo agad-agad magbabago ang tao? Come on. This is not the way you must have to defend your own religion. Anyway, kasi ito puro ano na lang yun yung remaining topic nito. But anyway, as you can see, yung pamagat ng kayang video, reklamo na sila, Ibrahim, wag mo pakialaman ng Bible namin. You know what, guys? Kahit gamitin man nila yung Bible para patunayan ang kanilang belief, lalabas at lalabas, hindi pa rin mapapatunayan yan. Only Christianity really makes sense in reality. Yan ang, actually, kaya nga kung napansin nyo, he acted like an atheist because in reality, he cannot even dare to defend his own book, his own prophet, his own God, his own religion at all. That's the reality na hindi niya ma-accept. Okay lang, may free will naman siya. However, if he is honest to himself, if our Muslim friends are honest to themselves, they must have to realize that there is something wrong in their belief. And we will tell you, Lord willing, ipopost ko rin yung ilang mga videos may kinalaman mismo sa Quran. And you will see why. And to Mr. Romas, with all my due respect, uh, I'm happy to have a discussion with you in the future. Naghanap lang talaga ako ng ano ng free time talaga para magkaroon talaga tayo ng magandang conversation. But anyway, so that's what we are saying here right now. And if you want to watch the video na nakita nyo sa clip, you can see it in Christianity Makes Sense channel. So anyway, that's all for now. Jesus is Lord. Have a great day.